What's going on, everyone? Today we are taking a look at the Tronsmart Fiitune X30. This is a very unique spatial audio speaker which is designed to give a large room-filling sound, all from this one unit. So if you happen to be shopping for a new speaker, stick around and I'll be going over everything that makes this a great option to look at. Alright, so taking a look at the speaker itself, this is definitely a very nice looking speaker. A lot of speakers out there go for a more black, rugged look, and that's okay for an outdoor speaker. But this one is a home speaker, so this is meant to be something that blends in with your home decor, something you can sit on a shelf and it doesn't look like an ugly speaker just sticking out. So as you can see, the whole entire speaker is gray and silver. So here you have the logo on the front. You have a fabric over the front grille. Up top here, you have a very heavy duty aluminum handle. And then you have some more silver up here. For a speaker this size, this definitely has a nice heft to it. This weighs 7.93 pounds, and overall, it just feels like a very durable and well-made speaker. Although the speaker is built to be more of a home indoor speaker, this does have an IPX6 waterproof rating as well. So it wouldn't be a problem if you take it outside and it happens to get wet from rain or snow as well. All right, so moving on to the actual sound and speaker performance. So this has a total of 5 drivers, which are for the main audio section. But then you also have a unique 6th driver right here on top. And this works very similar to upfiring Atmos. So as you're playing audio, it'll shoot audio up as well. And it'll bounce off your ceiling and come back down to give you the illusion of overhead speakers and give you a more room-filling sound. And this isn't just a random speaker just placed on top and firing up. This actually has an advanced DSP powering it. So as it's powering up, it has some equalization along with likely some delay. This way everything syncs up. And again, you get the illusion of sound coming from other places in the room. So when it comes to sound output, this puts out 80 watts and is a true 3-way audio system. So here at the bottom, you have a 50-watt racetrack subwoofer. And here in the front, you have 2 20-watt mid-range drivers along with 2 10-watt tweeters. And then here in the center, you also have 2 passive radiators as well. As you can see here, this does have a high-res audio certification, and this is both for wired and wireless connections. And right here, you see it has the LDAC Bluetooth codec, and this lets you stream audio to the speaker that's a 3 times higher quality compared to standard Bluetooth audio. So compared to a regular Bluetooth speaker, this is going to give you much less compression, cleaner audio, and much better bass response as well. When it comes to battery life, this has a 13,200 milliamp battery, which gives you 14 hours, which is definitely a very good playtime for a speaker of this size. Most people are not going to be listening to a speaker for 14 hours straight. So if you're listening to this for about 3 to 4 hours a day, you should easily get several days of playtime from a single charge. Turning the speaker around, this is where you have your ports. And as you can see right here, you have an auxiliary port. So besides Bluetooth, you can also hook this up to a phone, TV, computer, or any other device that has that 3.5 millimeter jack. And another thing I really like to see on speakers is a USB charging port, as really there's no reason why speakers should still have the old-fashioned AC charging plug. With this, it's just much easier to charge it, as everybody has many USB-C cables and chargers in their house. And besides that, this also allows you to power the speaker directly from a power bank. So besides the 14 hours of audio built into the speaker, you can easily take this with a medium-sized power bank and easily double the battery life, if not more, without being tethered to an outlet. Last but not least, the speaker does have built-in LEDs as well. It's a very subtle effect with the lights here under the upfiring speaker. And this is programmable from the Tronsmart app, which I'll show you later in the video. All right, so let me go ahead and play a few sound tests so you can see how this speaker sounds. Right here, you have your spatial audio activation button. When this is off, this is just a regular front firing speaker. When you click it once, that activates the spatial audio mode. And then when you click it again, the light goes a little brighter, and that's spatial audio with bass boost. So throughout this video, I'll go ahead and turn that on and off so you can see what the sound differences are as well. Keep in mind, this is just from a microphone that then plays out of your speakers, so you're not going to get the full same effect that you would if you were in my room right now. So right now I have spatial audio off, and this is with the speaker at about 60%. Spatial audio on. Spatial audio off. Spatial audio on. Bass boost. Back to regular front firing only. Spatial audio on. Bass boost. All right, so real quick, I want to say this is definitely a lot bassier than I expected it to be. I can feel this moving air from here and also air at the bottom. So I want to do a quick demonstration here. Here I have a microfiber towel, not a flimsy paper, so this has some weight to it. Not the easiest thing to move. Right now, check out the movement this is going to have. We also have some movement up here as well. Like I said, this thing is a little beast. I had no idea it was going to put out bass like that. You never know what to expect with these different speakers, but again, this just puts out way more bass than I expected. Overall, just a very good sounding speaker. I know there's a lot of YouTube reviews and people say, oh, it doesn't sound that great, or the mids sound too low, the highs don't sound that great. But keep in mind, you're listening again through a microphone that's then played through your speaker or headphones, so you can't really get a true feel for the speaker through a computer. But in person, this is a nice and balanced sound. I like the mids, I like the highs, and again, lots of bass there as well. And like I said earlier, this does have an app with equalizer customizations as well. So if you do feel the highs aren't high enough, maybe there's not enough mids, not enough bass, that all can be customized and tweaked to your liking right there in the app. So when it comes to my thoughts on this upfiring system, definitely very useful. I wouldn't say you hear sounds from above you, but the effect you get is a larger speaker in front of you. So if you were to put this speaker on the floor, I can listen to it and my ears can hear that the sound is coming from the floor. But as soon as you turn on the spatial audio effect, and if you close your eyes, you really can't pinpoint where the speaker is coming from. It just sounds like a large array of sound in front of you, and it kind of just shoots out a curtain of sound. So it basically turns it from sounding like a small bookshelf speaker to a larger floor standing speaker. As I showed you throughout the sample, you can turn this on and off. So if you want this to play like a regular speaker just shooting directly at you, you can do that. And then if you want a much larger soundstage, that's where you can go ahead and turn that on. Again, I wasn't sure how this was going to perform. Maybe it was going to be a gimmick or something like that. But it definitely has a very good effect that makes this speaker sound a lot bigger than it actually is. All right, so as you can see here, I actually have two of these speakers. And the reason why I have two is because of that upfiring driver. I plan to place these in my living room, one on this side of the room and one on that side of the room. This way, not only do I have that front firing speakers, but I also have some good upward room fill as well. So let me go ahead and play both of these for you so you can see how this sounds with two speakers. I did have to tone this down to about 40% as it was too loud at that original 60%. And to link these up, these are true wireless speakers. So all you gotta do is tap on this button right here. You just connect to one of them and then this one will automatically connect to the other one. And as you can see, it makes that noise and that indicates they've both been connected. So let me go ahead and play a few songs so you can see how this sounds as well. All right, so I'm not sure how well this comes across on microphone, but when you have two of these, this is just an entire different beast. You now have 160 watts, a total of 10 drivers across the front, and then two on top, so a total of 12 drivers. Everything just sounds nice and clear, great mids, great bass. Once again, very good on its own, but way, way better when you have two of them. And I actually try these out and spread them across my room. And just as I hope, you do get that much louder soundstage. Again, it's coming from both sides of the room. So it just makes it basically sound like a whole wall of sound in front of you. Definitely, definitely very good sounding speakers. I am 100% happy with this purchase. And I'm definitely glad that I did pick up two of these. All right, so taking a look at the app, this is what it looks like. You have your speaker up top, your battery life, your volume, your media controls, and then coming down here, you have your equalizer settings. So you have default, sound pulse, and deep bass. That's probably gonna be the three that everybody uses most. Honestly, I do like all three of them. It just depends on what I'm listening to. If it's a more calm song, I'll put it on default. And if I want it a little more active, I'll put it on sound pulse. And then if it's a very bass heavy sound, that's where I like deep bass as well. So depending on what I'm listening to, I'll go ahead and switch those around. And then besides those, you also have customize. So right here, you can customize your EQ. And you can see this is a 5-band EQ. So you can get that however you like and customize that right in the app. So as I said earlier, you want some more highs, you want some more lows, however you want that, you can tune that right here. As you can see, this is only a 5-band EQ. So hopefully they roll out an update to give you complete control of every frequency as well. And then coming right over here to settings, this is where you can adjust all your speaker settings without having to touch the buttons on top. So up top, you have your spatial audio settings. You have off spatial audio and then bass boost spatial audio. Here in the middle, you have your Bluetooth or auxiliary playback. As you can see right now, I have it in true wireless stereo mode. You have your voice prompts. And then you have a few different lighting modes on the speaker. So let me go ahead and actually dim down my lights here as it does wash them out. So you have monochrome mode, and this is where you can change through different colors and have it just stay a solid color. You have breathing mode, which changes colors in a breathing effect. And then you have circling mode, where it'll change colors and spin around the middle. As I said earlier, a very subtle lighting effect, but it does add a little more character to the speaker. And that's about it for the app, but overall, it is very well laid out and easy to use. Overall, this is definitely a solid speaker. It feels well made, it sounds great, and best of all, it also comes at a very good price as well. All in all, if you happen to be shopping for a medium to large Bluetooth speaker, I would highly recommend this one here, which again is the Tronsmart Fiitune X30. If you would like to purchase or get more information, I'll also have the link in the description as well. All right, but that about wraps up this video. As usual, if you have any questions at all, feel free to drop me a comment and let me know. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.